Good morning, students. Welcome into the another session of CS 16 Content Management System using WordPress. After such a long time, I am taking my lecture. The reason behind that is there are lots of videos that you have to watch daily for the subjects. So I have given the time for all the students to finish their backlogs. I hope up till that you have done with all the backlogs and you are ready to accept the new challenge in WordPress. So let's start with the same. What we are going to discuss today. Today we are going to discuss about another plugin which is available into the WordPress, and that the plugin is Advanced Custom Field. So let me open the syllabus of our Saurashtra University. So this is the syllabus. Lastly, we have gone through Contact Form 7, SEO Yoast, WooCommerce. Now we are discussing about advanced custom fields. So let's see what is advanced custom field and how it works. So for that, I have logged into the admin panel of over the dashboard of WordPress, that is, as you can see onto the screen, and then I am going into the plugin section. Into the plugin section, I am practicing on many plugins, so there are list of various plugin sections are there, but we have to focus on advanced custom field. So I have already installed it, but I will tell you how to do this. It might possible that you have forgotten that how to install the plugin. So just go into the plugins, press add new, search for advanced custom field. If your internet gets connected, you will get advanced custom field over here by Elliot Condon. This plugin we requires. So let's see first the detail section of this advanced custom field, which demonstrate that what is the purpose of advanced custom field. Theory we can see on this particular section. So it's open now. Now as you can see that advanced custom field is a one type of plugin which gives the facility to add advanced fields, that is either a text field, radio button, drop down, address bar, many more over the page or post. Again I am repeating my words. This is an advanced option which is provided by WordPress, which is used to add additional text box, radio button, combo box, text area, something like that objects either on post or either on pages. So let's read over here. Use the advanced custom field plugin to take full control of your WordPress edit screen and custom field data. Add field on demands. Our field builder allows you to quickly and easily add field to WordPress edit screen with only the click of few buttons. Add them anywhere. Fields can be added all over WordPress, including post, user, taxonomy, term, media, comment, and even on custom option pages. Shows them everywhere. Load and display your custom field value in any theme template where file our Herschel's free developed friendly functions available. These are the features which is provided by advanced custom fields. Simple and intuitive, powerful functions over 13 field, different types of 13 fields it is provided. Extensive documentation. It supports the million of users, etc., etc. So now let's see how to install and activate the plugin. For that, what you have to do, you have to just press this install now, which you will see whenever you are installing this particular plugin for the first time. Just press this install now. Once it is installed, the install now button will be replaced with active. So press active. This plugin will automatically gets activated in your system, right? So customize WordPress with powerful, professional and intuitive fields will be activated that you can deactivate. Don't deactivate yet. I have activated this advanced custom field. Whenever you activate this advanced custom field, automatically you will get this option after the setting called custom fields. Let's check. I am just deactivating this thing. It will be removed from this entire list. Let's check. See, that option disappears, right? Because I have deactivated the advanced custom field. Now let me activate this particular advanced custom field. You will get same option over here, right? So this is the option that we have to use for creating the custom fields. So just click on this custom fields. I have created one custom field. Let me remove it. That means first time whenever you click on this custom field, this is blank just like this. Just click on add. Give the name of custom field, that is, say for example, student form. I am just giving this name. After giving this student form name of your custom field group, it is a custom field group name, student form. Then add the relevant fields in this custom field. So just press add. Field type, field label, say for example student name. Then field name automatically will appears, that is student underscore name. Don't make any changes in this second type, second option. Then we have to select the field type. So there are various options. All these field types we can use in as a advanced custom field. First I am taking as a text. Then I don't want to give special instruction. It's optional. You can keep it. Otherwise, if you don't keep it, it works also. Then there is a required. This is very important. It's a one toggle switch. Yes, no. Right? What is this required? If you press yes, if you keep it as a yes, then you should have to enter the advanced custom field value in this text box called student name. If you keep it as a no, then it becomes optional. I am keeping it as a yes. Then placeholder text. I don't want to keep any default value. Placeholder text. Enter student name. Prepend, append, character limit. I don't want to give anything more in this. Then I am publishing this thing. No more changes. I don't want to go for more other options. I'm just adding one text over here. So it is done. Now what I have to do, either I can go for the post or either I can go for the page. Many more options are also available. I can put this advanced custom field in all these options, but yet I have given on a post type, right? So let me check over the post. There is a one hello world post. I will create one more post over here. Once the post is created, I am just giving the name of post. For example, demo custom demo advance ADVANCE custom wrong custom field, right? Now you just look after this thing. automatically one field with text box is added where there is a content placeholder, enter student name in this form. Clear? So I am just publishing this particular post. Let me publish this post. I have updated the version of WordPress. Even you can update the version of WordPress now, because in further lectures I am going to demonstrate the entire. One more thing also, validation failed, one field requires attention. Which field? Oh, student name value is required. Yes, because I have validated the form is required. If you remember what I have done, whenever I have created the advanced custom field, at that time I have kept the student name as a required field name. So I am just entering the name of student and then publishing the thing, right? So it works. Now once it is done, let me see this particular post. Fine. This will be demonstrated over here. Clear? But there is not a data of the form that I have filled over here. It just give the post over here with the name. We'll learn that how to display that particular thing, that how to display the data on this particular screen also, but we'll see later on. We'll expand this form first. So this works perfectly. Even you can view the post by clicking over here. Post is created. Yeah, it's successfully created. I'm just editing it. Fine, it shows advanced custom field over here, right? By clicking on this preview and selecting preview in next tab, my version is updated, so it will be there onto the screen. Fine. So now let's expand the thing for another option. I am just adding another field over here. So what I have done, I came back into the advanced custom field option. The student form I have created, I am adding one more field, and there I am giving student address. Automatically the field name will be selected by the WordPress, and in this I want to keep text area. Then I want to make it required, because student's address is compulsory for the places where it is used. Then no more changes. I'm just updating the form, updating the custom field group. Once it is done, there is a student address. Then let me check over the post also. So I'm just refreshing this thing. There is a student name with the student's name. Now student address will be there, right? So let me enter the student address now. Opposite Fire Brigade, Kote Chachok, Kalawad Road. That's it. I don't want to go for blah blah blah. So I'm just updating this post. Once it is done, I am previewing this into the new tab. It returns the post onto the screen without any data, right? So we'll learn that how to display that all data onto the screen later on, but it works. Now let me expand with more field option. Now I am entering gender. Automatically there will be a gender, then text area, number, range, email, URL, password, image, file, W's by editor, em choice, select checkbox, radio button. Let me select this radio button, then make it duplicate, give this name F for female, radio button required, default value, where is the default value? Default value is female. Let me check by updating the things. Even I have to edit this male also. Gender, edit into the bracket M for male, then radio, then default value is male. Let me check it by updating the things. Fine, it is required. Then I'm just refreshing this page. What comes? Let's see. Something is missing. Radio button, instruction required choice, enter each choice on new line. For more control you may specify what value, allow null other. Let me male, female, let's see. Let me update these choices. I have done these changes I think in male. Let me check once. Yeah, I have done the changes in male. Let's check. Yeah, exactly. There are two options. So I'm just removing this another field called female. It doesn't require. I'm editing this field, just giving the gender as it is. Some changes I should have to do, and I don't want to cap this space. Then I am updating the things, and let's refresh the code. Exactly. There are two options, one for male and another for female, right? So in this way we can go for checkbox selection for gender selection. So it's worked very fine. Let's add one more field like email address. Then the type I want to give is email. No instructions required, yes. Default value I don't want to give. Simply placeholder, enter your email ID and everything is fine. Let's update the thing. Gender selection, why I have not taken gender selection as compulsory. Let's take it compulsory. Required, yes. Update. Whenever you check the required yes, automatically there is a red star after that field name. Okay, so let's refresh the page. Now there is an option for email ID. So here I have checked the gender. Then let's go for this mail ID. What I have done, I have entered all the values, but in email ID I have not written @ gmail.yahoo.com. That means I have not mentioned the at the rate or dot symbol. I'm just updating this thing. Will it work or not? Let's see. Post updated. Then preview. Next step. Fine. It works properly. So let's go into the email. Edit it. And let's have some more options. Instruction, author required, yes. Default value, placeholder, depend, append, conditional logic, wrap, attitude, we don't want to go. Rules, we have go for post. I don't screen toggle. No, it's okay. Everything is perfect. So I'm just updating it. I'm adding one more last field, mobile number. Number required, yes. Placeholder, enter your mobile number. Then I am updating this entire field group name. That's it. Student name, student address, gender, email and mobile number. I want to keep all this thing. I'm just refreshing the thing. At last there is a mobile number. I'm just giving a single digit mobile number. Updating the things. Post will be updated. So email ID and mobile number should be checked properly. That we will do later on. But yet I have just added the advanced custom field options in a post. Here just giving the text. This is the demo for checking advanced custom field options. Update. I have added and updated the things. Now let's go into the preview and let's have a look on this new post. This demo is for checking advanced custom field option. Fine, it's there. Everything works fine. Now what we are going to do is we want all this data, whatever that we have entered in this post, to be displayed over the output. I cannot see this name, this address, gender, mail ID and the mobile number on a post. So in next lecture we will go for the same, that how to display the content of this advanced field data onto the new post. I hope all of you have enjoyed the thing, that how to handle the advanced custom field for post. Even we can go for handling the advanced custom field for pages. In further lectures we will also discuss that how to handle advanced custom fields for post pages also. But up till that, it's okay, we are acquainted with all these things. So just note down your practicals, that what you want to do for advanced custom field. that you have to mention in journal. Write down the steps to install advanced custom field. Write down the steps to install advanced custom field and create student form group which contains following fields: name, that is obviously student name, student address, then which one I have taken, gender, email ID and mobile number. These are the group of custom fields we have to take. Give proper placeholder name with by keeping all the fields compulsory. Right? So this is the practical which I have done. You have to perform the same practical and then you have to demonstrate the same onto the screen. We'll extend this particular practical in next lecture by displaying all this content, all the above content, contents, CONTENT, in the post. That means what it does, this particular thing will display all this content in a preview. In preview, we are not able to see any data which we have entered in this advanced custom field, which will be going to be displayed over here on this advanced custom field post. So I hope all of you gets what I want to convey with all the students. So thank you for listening me and have a nice day. Enjoy the sessions. One more thing that I would like to inform you that we are almost 50% completed our syllabus by just completing the unit number 3. Still there are 2 more plugins we have to discuss, that is WP Supercase and Regenerate Thumbnails. These are not important that much for examination point of view. Even there are the pending topics about the widgets, we'll go for that also. But after the completion of 3rd unit number 4 is bit important for university point of view, but 5th is not that much important for university point of view. Our almost syllabus gets completed about the content management system using WordPress shortly. So be prepared about the university examination, and shortly our college are going to organize online MCQ test. So for that even you have to prepare yourself. In this online examination, unit wise will take the lectures, unit wise will take the examination, and each unit contains 30 questions that you have to appear for the same. So thank you very much students for listening me and have a nice day.